All right, it is Friday, August 18th, 2023. I slipped into a Max Kaiser voice. August 18th, 2023. Max Kaiser, Bitcoin only. I used to love Litecoin. I don't care anymore. It's only Bitcoin. That's who I am. I'm a Maxi. I hate people. I'm Max Kaiser. So, have you thrown up yet? If you're into crypto, are you vomiting all over, or are you scraping for every penny, quarter, dime, nickel that you can find out of the couch so you can buy more crypto? This has happened many times before. This is what happens. This is when you're in the middle of the bottoming process of the cycle, and it's not the bottoming process because we saw the lows of the cycle back in June-ish of last year when everything really dumped. And there's all that, oh my God, it's over. And so we've really just gone sideways, and that's typically what happens. Down, sideways, a little bit up, but it's just in this sideways, go this way, this sideways range. I mean, this is what the 4-year cycle does. And people can say, oh, this time's different. We're going to have a super cycle. Oh, this is, all the factors. Got the world collapsing. We've got this and that happening on the geopolitical stage. This time is going to be different. We're going to have all-time high in Bitcoin by the end of the year. Could that happen? Of course it could happen. But until the cycle breaks and doesn't keep doing what it's been doing, I'm going to stick with the cycle. Typically that's what happens. So we are, if you think about it, we are over 2 years past. Arguably, the peak was in May of 2021. That's when you had all the energy. Then you kind of had the double top, though, at the end of the year. So that was a little different. Instead of having this one peak moment where everything pumps and then sells off and crashes, you had a peak and then another peak. So it was like the peak got split and extended out, like a volcano crater. And so you kind of cratered in there and came back to the other side, and then boom, down the side of the volcano, instead of just one giant mountain peak. All right, so that happened in 2021. If we follow the 4-year cycle in 2025, 2 years from now, we'll see that kind of energy come back into the market. We saw the same thing in 2017, 2018. That energy came into the market. Now, it can be compressed or dragged out a little bit. I would say probably 3.5 years to... Car did that yesterday at the same time, same spot when I had it on cruise. That's interesting. So you can get back, I'd say 3.5 years to 4.5 years. It can be shortened or extended, but it's still roughly a 4-year cycle. It's just, when's that peak going to be? And it's not just Bitcoin anymore, to where you can just track Bitcoin. Okay, that's the height of the cycle. Bitcoin peaked. Well, there's all these other coins that can peak, maybe a few months later, or maybe a few months before Bitcoin. So you got to kind of look at it that way. It's a bigger market. That's not just, looking at one coin. Okay, everything peaked because of this. No, it could be, there's a time frame, there's a window. So I would say 2025. Could it be as early as the end of next year, 2024? Could be, but let's stick to the 4-year cycle. Let's say it's 2025, potentially the end of 2025. So we're looking at a little over 2 years. But here's the way I look at it. And if you're new into the crypto space, and you see, okay, you go back and look at the chart, study this stuff. Oh, there is a 4-year cycle. It peaks every 4 years. All right, fine. Well, 2025 looks like that's what it's going to be. That's what it will be. So if you've got a 2-year time frame, and really we're in August, almost September, if you've got 2 years and 4 months to wait until the end of 2025, if that's the worst case scenario, can you do it? Are you going to be able to do it? Can you have an investment horizon of less than 2.5 years? It's not that long. Most people, they put money into the stock market, and they say, oh, put it in my 401k, put it in this stock. In 30 years, I'll see the rewards of it. We're looking at 2.5 years, less than 2.5 years, that you can gain those, you can make those rewards. And the rewards are phenomenal because the math backs up the cryptocurrencies. There's only so much of this stuff to go around. I saw somebody posted, I think it was Litecoin Underground posted that 80% of all the Litecoin hasn't moved in over 27 months, over 2 years. Now, I mean, that's kind of mind-blowing. 80% of the Litecoin in circulation. The number was 60 million Litecoin out of the 74 million that are in circulation. 60 million of them have not moved from wallets in over 2 years. Somebody's hodling. Somebody's hanging on to it. So that makes you think, all right, so if that's the case, that means there's only roughly 14 million Litecoin out of 74 million that can actually be traded and moved around. Man, that's not a lot. Not a lot at all. And you think, okay, what are these other people doing with this stuff? Are they just hanging on to it, holding it? Or, for holy cow, the fact that some diamond hands hanging on to this stuff. That just tells me there's not that much to go around, and it's 65 bucks. Holy cow. I was on a live stream last night with Blind Dave, on Let's Hash It Out. And I dropped out, I don't know, it was like a 3.5 hour stream it ended up being because the market was dumping, crypto market. So we're like, oh, what, talking about it. So right when it happened, I'm like, is that really the price? I see Bitcoin going down. I see Litecoin really going down. I'm thinking, what the frick? So I said, hang on. So I jumped out of the live stream, left the live stream, went and checked on PayPal. That was the easiest thing at the time, and bought a little bit of Litecoin. And let me give you a story about that. Yeah, that's open. Let's open these windows. Sorry. Should be more rehearsed, and have my crap together here in the studio. So I jumped off the live stream and bought some Litecoin on PayPal. Now, I'm not advocating for PayPal, Coinbase, or any of these platforms. It was just, that was the easiest thing at the time to where I could buy it, because I know if I buy it with a debit card, a bank debit card, that Litecoin, that crypto that you buy off PayPal is immediately available for withdrawal. Okay, so I bought some, and I bought a little bit the other day too. And so I kind of left it on PayPal for a day or so. Last night, got off the live stream, bought it, got back on the live stream, went for another 2 hours, and then I get back in the house, get settled, and I'm like, okay, I got to get this, transfer this Litecoin off of PayPal. And I had something like 10 Litecoin on there. I mean, pretty significant purchase for me right now. Trust me, that's quite a bit. And yeah, because I have no money because of this. I have no money because of this, but I got the t-shirt. So anyway, yeah, that's a big deal for Westwood right now, buying 10 Litecoin, even at a discounted price. All right, so I'm trying to transfer it off. I'm like, okay, I want to leave a little bit on here because you can actually spend it with the PayPal card, and you can pay with Litecoin. So I'm like, leave it on there. All right, so I thought, all right, I'm going to take 8 of it off and leave 2 on there just to have it available, because, I actually use cryptocurrency as money. So when I want to use it, I want it to be readily available, something easy. I mean, that's what it's for, right? All right, so that's what I use it for. Okay, so try to withdraw 8 of them. No, a problem was encountered. I think that was the error message. It just didn't give you really any details. Big triangle, like danger sign, exclamation mark. A problem occurred. What was the problem? Not going to tell you. All right. So I try again. I'm like, no, it didn't work again. I'm like, what the frick, man? So I said, all right, I'm going to try 5. Lower it down a little bit. Nothing. I'm like, what the heck? So I said, all right, let's just do 2. It went through. I'm like, Okay, so I made sure the wallet, okay, went to my Lite wallet. All right, cool, ding. Watching it confirm. I go back and I'm like, all right, I'm going to try to take out 5. Nope. So I'm going to try and take out 3. Nope. Take out 2.4, I think it was. Yep. All right, so now I'm finding the sweet spot. They're not letting people, and see, I tried it multiple times with different amounts. I kept doing it. And what I ended up having to do is like 2 per transaction. And sometimes it even wouldn't go through with that. But pretty much every time that I pressed on it, it was fine when it was 2 or under 3 for that matter. So it's almost like they had a cap in place. I'm not, all speculation here. but that's my experience. I couldn't take it all off. I had to go 2 at a time. And so let's say you made a big purchase. You're like, hey man, I'm going to buy 100 Litecoin. You know, I've been saving up and I'm ready. I got dry powder. I got $6,500. Boom. 100 Litecoin. Done. Then you want to take it off. Oh, sorry. Problem occurred. Problem was encountered. Sorry. Can't do that. You might be able to take it off, but you're going to have to make 50 transactions. You're going to have to go in, take 2, boom, take 2, go through the hassle every time to do that, because it was almost like they had a cap to where they didn't want a lot of it getting withdrawn. Now, I can only speak for Litecoin and what was happening there on PayPal. Could have been the same with Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, Bitcoin, don't know. But it's a little fishy. And then I see all over Twitter, everybody, people I know, and they're not making this up, you know, because there's a lot of people throw stuff out there on Twitter, but no, people are legit that I know, who I know, and they're just telling the truth. Said, hey, you know, I can't buy it off Coinbase. Coinbase is down. Heard that from multiple people. And I heard one person saying that they couldn't do it on any of the platforms, couldn't buy anything. I don't know, you know, I'm just curious, you know, any comments, put them in the comments below what your experiences were yesterday if you were trying to buy cryptocurrency. Were the platforms acting sketchy? Because this is the same thing every cycle it happens. Whenever the crypto gets really low and it like goes on sale and everybody wants to buy it, these platforms, these exchanges, they shut down, they lock up. I think by design, to where they don't want you getting the crypto. And if you do get the crypto, they're going to make sure it's difficult to withdraw. It just makes me think, do they really hold all the crypto they say? And I say that not as a conspiracy theorist. I say that as it's happened before. FTX. I mean, look at them, big crypto exchange, everybody promoting it, and oh yeah, buy your Bitcoin, buy your Litecoin here. So people did. They thought they had it, logged into their, okay, yeah, there it is. And it turns out they weren't holding any of it. They were taking the money and not buying it. And then if you withdrew it, they'd have to go to the market and buy it and say, well, here you go. But they knew the algorithm, most people aren't going to withdraw it. You know, this is house money now. We can go play around with it and we can manipulate the market with it. You know, we can state any price we want on our platform as far as what this price of this coin is, because they're not interacting in it. It's all fake. Basically derivatives. So is that what's happening now, is my point. Why couldn't I have my 10 Litecoin? You're holding them, right? Right? But if I take 2 out at a time, oh, there's no problem. See, they can control the flow, control that dam breaking. It's like, no, put a straw in it. It's like, okay, just a little bit of water can come out, a little bit of water, you know, plug the hole, put a little bit of water, and let a little bit of it out. And that's it. You know, and slowly, while everybody's panicking to get it in their own possession and take it off the exchanges, let's let that subdue a little bit. Because, well, maybe we don't have all the coins to just give you right now. But, you know, give us another day and it'll all even out again, and then we can kind of get back to being right. I don't know. I don't trust the exchanges. That's why if I buy it, take it off, put it in your own wallet. At least you know you have it. So you can watch the price go in half again. But at least you have the same amount of coins. And then go try and buy it again off the exchange, and then good luck getting it, you know, when it's any cheaper. Because this is what happens. It becomes difficult to get these things when everybody's trying to get it. And when I say everybody, there's not that many people in society. We talked about on the show last night how many people actually are involved in holding cryptocurrency for real, legit. And it's not that many. Again, do the math on Litecoin. You can do it on Bitcoin too, but do it on Litecoin. When you got 8 billion people in the world and 84 million Litecoin, which that's the max that can ever exist 100 years from now. But if, let's say, perfect world, we got 8 billion people and we've got 84 million Litecoin out there, and you divide it across every person in the world, all 8 billion people, it's only 0.01 Litecoin each. Now, what if somebody says, I want 10 of them? And they go out and buy them. Look how far ahead that person is. And look how far behind all the other people are. And they're like, wait a minute, I want more. Give me more. And the exchanges are going to be like, we don't have any more. It's not there. There's not enough to go around at these prices. Now, if the prices go up, it's a whole different ballgame. You know, and then then you'll have a free market that decides. But right now you don't. I mean, hardly anybody's participating in the thing. But when the few people who do participate, the small fraction of 1%, like me, who do participate when it's on sale, look what happens. Everything locks up. They're like, whoa, hey, you can't have 10 Litecoin. I mean, just read the writing on the wall is what it comes down to me. My own experience tells me, my gut feeling, because I trust myself, tells me they're throttling it. They're not letting, because, I mean, you could say, oh, it's just congestion. Okay, if it's that much congestion, I mean, how many people are really buying this stuff? I don't think, 5% of the people in the U.S. were buying the stuff yesterday. That's just the U.S. Imagine if 5% were, how much congestion you'd have. Would anything happen? Would you be able to fulfill the orders? I just don't think they hold what they say they hold. Otherwise, why put limits on after you bought it, and supposedly, they have it, and you bought it, why the limitation of how much you can take out? It's just like, okay, let it trickle out in a more controlled manner rather than everybody coming and pulling it out. So what if we did? If it's there, it's on the blockchain, boom, just move it off. We pay the little minimal fee to move the Litecoin off into our own wallet. Done deal. But I didn't see that happening. And that's typical. I see it every freaking time when this stuff bottoms out. That's just what happens. That's the game. So when you think you're going to get $36 Litecoin, good luck. You're going to be trying to get in, and, you're going to miss the bottom like everybody always does, and you're going to watch it go up, and then you're going to be like, oh, man, now it's 45. I really don't, let me wait for it. It's probably going to go back again. It'll go back down. I'll wait. Okay, then it's 50. Then it's 55 again. Then it's fully recovered, and you're like, I missed it. And it's easy to say you're going to do these things. Once in a while, you can kind of get lucky and catch it. But it's easy to say you're going to do this, and then when it happens, it's just like yesterday. Oh, I think I'll wait for it to go down further. Oh, it's going to go down to 50. I'm going to wait. Well, it went back up to 65 after it dumped at 62. And can it go to 50? Absolutely, it can go to 50. Will you be able to get it? I don't know. If you do get it, will you be able to withdraw it? I don't know. But this is just a precursor. This is foreshadowing of what's about to happen in this world. They want to take total control over the system, want to take total control over exchanges. They're going to allow crypto to be powerful and run and become this digital asset, and they're going to put money into it, and they'll start pumping it. Just wait. Next year, after the Bitcoin halving, oh, yeah, Bitcoin's a great thing. Oh, yeah, none of the stuff they do now. They dog it. No, not a good asset. Elon Musk sold all the Bitcoin, for Tesla that. Whatever. All this FUD. They just play games is what they do. But, oh, no, it'll be the best thing in the world. It's going to fix all the problems come 2024 into 2025. Oh, Bitcoin. Oh, crypto. And that's what they do. And they're going to pump it up and want everybody to get into it. But guess what? They're going to have a lot more control over the ways that you can get into it and you can get out of it by then. You see it happening with these exchanges right now. Much more lockdown, getting rid of certain ones. The chosen ones will be allowed to operate, and that's it. They control the on and the off ramps of the digital tollway. And you're going to pay. And they may let you get some. They may not. You might get this much per week. You might be able to get 1 Litecoin per month. You may be able to get 1 Litecoin every 3 months. You might not be able to get Bitcoin, but, you can denominate your pension in Bitcoin, so it's, now that we have a $300,000 Bitcoin, we can denominate your pension. You get $300,000, now you got 1 Bitcoin. Your pension, it's backed by Bitcoin now. It is Bitcoin. Can I withdraw it? Well, you couldn't withdraw your pension before, and you can't withdraw your Bitcoin either. We're just going to hang on to it until, I don't know, when you're 79 3/4 years old. Then you can take it out, brother. Guess what? The life expectancy is now 70 because we poisoned you to death. Ha! That's where you're at. So, get your assets while you can get your assets. And see, even when I wanted to get my assets yesterday, should have been a seamless process. Hey, I want to take out 10 Litecoin. I want to put them in my own possession. Okay. Couldn't do it. Got to go 2 at a time. Playing games with you, man. Realize what these assets are and how powerful they are right now. There's not being utilized, and how much more powerful they're going to be in the future when you need a decentralized system to be able to send electronic peer-to-peer cash from one person to another outside of a financial institution. See how important that's going to be coming. Either see it coming, you can read the tea leaves, or you don't. That's all it comes down to. And so if you do see it coming, position yourself accordingly. Because it's not even easy when you want to do it. Again, 2 Litecoin at a time. That's all I can take off. All right. It's Friday, baby. I haven't shaved. I'm kind of a mess. I'm a hot mess here. I'm not going to shave. If I would have shaved, I would have shaved this morning. Now it's too late. It's over. I'm going to deal with it all day. Going full Sasquatch today for happy hour. Happy hour, 4 p.m. Central Time. On the lovely Litecoin Lisa's YouTube channel. Check it out. Definitely going to be having some drinks. Been having a few drinks this week. Usually I don't drink until Friday, but man, it's on the live stream Wednesday with Lisa, and then Thursday with last night on Hash It Out. Been getting into the scotch a little more than I should, smoking the cigars and dipping it in the scotch and getting the flavor. I guess I'll be doing that again tonight, Friday. Take the weekend off. All right, hope to see you there on happy hour. Hope you have a wonderful Friday. Learn from these things. I mean, this is what happens. I mean, these are the things that happen when you think you're going to take possession. Oh, it's easy to get crypto. I can go buy what I want, anytime I want. I got an account here, account there. Telling you right now, people yesterday thought that and they couldn't buy it. Okay? Things were shut down. We got a problem. Technical difficulties. Okay. Get it while you can. Because, again, I got road work out here. What if the gas station closes? They need more fuel to finish the job. You got a big piece of machinery sitting out there on the road. What do you do? Well, we got a barrel of diesel over here. Oh my gosh, how invaluable is that at that point? Well, I know I can get it, but I got to drive all the way over there to get it, and then I got to pay a little bit more, and then it's all the hassle. I got to go through traffic, and these gas stations are closed, but I know this guy's got one. It's the same thing buying crypto off an exchange. Why not get it now? Have that barrel of gasoline, that barrel of diesel sitting on the side for when you need it. Instead of going out and panicking, saying, oh my God, gas is over $4 a gallon here, and oh, that gas station's closed. I got to drive over here. I'm running on an empty tank already. What am I supposed to do? Then they're rationing it because, Bidenomics doesn't work. Have it while you can get it, so you don't have to go panicking for it when you need it. Just saying. Just a little experience from Westwood on a Friday. All right. Hope to see you on happy hour. Love you all. Don't trust these vampires. That's all they're doing is trying to vampire you constantly. Everybody trying to vampire, suck your energy away. Don't let them do it. Get ahead of the game. Take the energy, put it in your own possession. All right. I'm fine. I don't care. I got it. Got my barrel of gasoline. I'm ready to go. All right. Trust yourselves. Have a wonderful Friday. Love you all. See you on happy hour.